You're listening to the audio production of Destined to Win, How to Embrace Your God-Given Identity and Realize Your Kingdom Purpose by Chris Vallotton, published by Thomas Nelson and read by the author.
Please note that you may download an accompanying PDF that provides enhanced materials for this audiobook. To download the PDF, please visit info.thomasnelson.com/p/Destined to Win PDF.
Forward. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Everywhere I look, I see people being crushed under the weight of discouragement. It is so clear that the enemy is using this as a weapon to keep many of us from wholeheartedly following God, which is exactly why Destined to Win is such an important message. Within these pages, my friend Chris shares the trials and challenges he's encountered in his own life to help us recognize that God is bigger than any situation we may face. He encourages us to understand that if we allow Jesus to walk with us, we cannot fail. Making a habit of remembering the times God has come through for us is such a significant strategy for fighting the discouragement that threatens to ensnare us. Like Chris, we can all think of times in our past when God showed up for us right when we were about to give up. Time and time again, God makes something beautiful out of our dark situations. Just as Chris lends hope to us by sharing the victories of God in his own life, we too should make a habit of remembering and sharing how the Lord has worked on our behalf. This remembrance stirs our faith and empowers us to face trials with courage and tenacity, knowing that God will be our victory again. I encourage you to dive into this book with expectation and excitement. Buckle up for a fun and wild ride with Chris. From the day he drove off as a confused teenager in a smoke-spewing, rusted-out 57 Ford Fairlane nicknamed Captain America, to the glorious mountaintops of seeing God birth the world-changing ministry of the Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry. And together, let's remember, when we encounter hard times, we need only to lift our gaze to heaven, believe in the grace of the one who has saved us, and know that with him, we are all destined to win. Lisa Bevere, Messenger International, best-selling author of Without Rival, Lioness Arising, and Girls with Swords. Destined to Win by Chris Vallotton. Introduction. The world is filled with amazing people who are walking in their divine callings, changing history, and seeing their dreams come true. They have discovered their true identities, harnessed their strengths, focused their energies, and maximized their opportunities. Successful people know how to love well. They lead passionate, productive lives. When they fail, and everyone does, they learn from their mistakes and gain wisdom to rise to new heights with God and in life. Successful people make the most of their opportunities and thereby profoundly impact the world around them. When life gives them lemons, they make lemonade. And when things get tough, they grow stronger. They refuse to become victims because they know that they were born to be winners, victors, champions. Yet other remarkable people, for various reasons, find themselves waiting for life to begin. These people sit daily at the porch of possibility, eating their lucky charms while longing to be discovered. They each pray for the big break, dream of a better life, and hope for a deeper love. Like a beautiful bird that has wings but never learns to fly, they see life as a well of untapped potential, a buried chest filled with secret treasures waiting to be unearthed. The truth is, no matter where you find yourself in life, there's always more. More things to learn, more people to help, more obstacles to overcome. I long to see people fully actualize in a way that causes them to embrace their God-given identities and fulfill their divine purposes. My heart yearns to see people become fully alive, totally equipped, His story makers, who alter the course of history towards God's incredible kingdom. In 1997, I became so overcome with the desire to equip people for their divine purposes that I left our 4 businesses and our home in the woods to join the Bethel Church leadership team. That same year, Bill Johnson and I, along with an amazing team, founded the Bethel School of Ministry in Redding, California. The school quickly became a catalyst for people who wanted to rewrite their personal stories and grab a hold of the callings that God had on their lives. It grew to more than 2,000 students in a city of less than 90,000 in just 17 years. In fact, the school grew so large and so fast that we soon found ourselves completely out of room. In 2001, we added another wing to our building, but it was full before we'd finished it. The word continued to spread, and people kept coming from all over the planet. Before long, we found ourselves stretched all over the city in several different buildings. In spite of the inconvenience, more students continued to enroll with passion in their eyes and fire in their hearts. In 2012, BSM took over the Civic Auditorium, the largest auditorium in our county, to house just half of our student body. As of this writing, we are again out of room, necessitating one of the largest building projects in the history of our city. The school now trains nearly 900 international students annually. People all over the world are so hungry to reach their full potential in God that their passions have caused BSM to become the largest international CEVIS-certified vocational school in America. As I travel the world, I have discovered that despite the incredible growth that we've seen already, there are still so many more people who long to have the same experiences our students are having, yet for a variety of reasons, they can't make the journey. This book is my attempt to speak to that need, to capture some of the most remarkable things we have ever learned about calling and purpose over the last 2 decades for those who haven't been able to make it to Reading. I am personally inviting you to join me on this journey as we venture to uncover the buried treasure in the hearts of every reader. My goal is that all who brave the pages of this manuscript would be fully alive, passionate people who learn the secrets of success in God and become equipped to apprehend their divine purpose in life. After 2 decades of equipping people, I have come to realize that there's no such thing as a magic pill or overnight success in God. But as thousands of our students would attest, there is a common process that prepares us for the actualization of our dreams. Let me be clear, I am not naive enough to believe that everyone who reads this book will experience a transformed life. But I do believe that most everyone can learn enough to dramatically impact his or her life and ultimately have a positive effect on the kingdom of God. As you join me in this expedition, I want to challenge you to posture yourself for change. My prayer is that God would meet you in the pages of this book and cause all of His dreams for you to come true. You are destined to win.